Hi, it's James here, and we're going to cover a topic that is maybe a bit more sensitive today. Now, I'm covering this because I want to maybe bring to you a different perspective that hopefully brings about a sense of clarity and a sense of really a different way of experiencing the world and bringing about a profound change in making the world a better place. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe talk more from I'm going to talk from as much direct experience as I can. And my emphasis here is going to be on really bringing a level of quality in what I share and not as focused on trying to make what I'm saying look flashy. Because I'm not really about that. I only do it for maybe some of the audience members that would help captivate their attention for solely good intentions. And that's the most important thing. So in what I share here, I'm going to try to bring the highest level of sincerity that I've cultivated within myself to you, as well as a real sense of hopefully this you can feel it. It's a sense of understanding and care, and it is a sense of love. Now, this has been a bit fueled and sparked in me by some of the challenges here that have been going on in the political scene. There seemed to be some stuff going on in the Oval Office recently, and the thing is, from my perspective, we look at there's an entire different approach to looking at a situation like this, because maybe from the outside it looks as if there's a level of argument, right? And of course, the people that are in this are in a level of argument. This is what's happening within them, right? And there is this level of conflict going on, and we have someone talking about maybe war and other things. It doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. And what I maybe want to share with you is that as soon as I watch this, as soon as and hopefully you can connect with me in a way where this can resonate with you with this different perspective, is I'll keep it simple. As I watch this, right, these people that are in positions of power are from operating within what we may call the egoic state of consciousness. And they're also, we'll say that again, maybe the egoic state of consciousness, the framework in which they are operating within. And this includes a level of emotional drive, as we can obviously see. Right, this is where things can maybe get heated because there is emotional charge in the scene. I want to bring to you a different perspective, because it's almost when I see this now, we all may have different perspectives, and hopefully you can resonate with me. The thing is that at the end of the day, um, this is, if you've made it this far already, I'll just say it off the bat. It can be harder for people to resonate with a different perspective. And I really want to, hopefully you are, if you've made it here, which is great. It is really easy for us, and I know this from my own experience, is that it is really easy to latch on, or we'll just use the word latch on, to scenarios that resonate with our conditioning, that resonate with just the way things are done. It's an unconscious, automatic way of doing things. It may be good, it may not be, it just happens more so automatically. And we are often the case in this state because this is just our normal way of doing things. And this is actually a normal way that most people go about our lives, or their lives. Now, what I want to do is bring in a different perspective, because this different approach actually allows for it is an entirely different way of perceiving the world at a very deep experiential level. And with this comes a level of goodness. So I'll say that again. So what I'm going to offer to you is there's actually a perspective shift where in one's own direct experience, we perceive and understand, there's a deep understanding of the world and what happens within it, including these types of events, from a whole different it is a paradigm shift. It's a whole different way of seeing things. And this is felt very deeply within one's own direct experience. And this is something, like I just said, brings a level of goodness. Because when I see this, when I watch this kind of this debate going on, there was an awareness of it. I felt a level of objectivity. So there was a neutralness to it. And I'm trying to phrase it and word it in a way that's understandable for anyone watching this. So for me, and maybe for you watching, we can listen with, if we feel, let's say we feel with our bodies, we actually can place our awareness on our heart area as we're listening. And slowly, over time, this is bringing us to a spiritual practice. We can move out of this automatic, very unconditioned way of doing things, and we can move into a way of operating from the space of awareness. Now, when we do something like this, we'll actually temporarily maybe feel emotions more intensely. This is something that happens in the beginning. However, these are just things that are happening within us. Now, before, maybe because I want to make this short enough to post it, have it on different platforms so that everyone can actually get the benefits of it. So at the end of the day, basically, it's like this: if we do and we work with a spiritual practice in our lives, we can start to move into a whole different way of operating. And it is one where we're not almost a victim of our own emotions and our own thoughts that most likely the case might not be in our best interest. And if we see what's happening in the world, these people in debates and arguments, if we're not working in harmony, things are working in against their own interest. And what happens is, as we do a spiritual practice, we actually shift into a state of harmony. This becomes a new way of doing things. This becomes a peaceful way of doing things. This literally becomes this space of awareness itself. And as we dive deeper into certain spiritual practices, actually allow for an entire transformation of our own self towards a state of goodness, towards a state of care, towards a state of compassion, towards an understanding of others, and most importantly, now, as it goes out into the world, this bigger purpose, this bigger purpose to how these very important qualities can then manifest. They can then go out and we see the positive change in the whole world around us. And this will start to lead into stuff such as world peace and world harmony. World peace and world harmony. This world peace and world harmony. And I truly hope and wish the best for anyone watching this, that we can actually move to this state. This is a state where we will experience such incredible benefits within ourselves. We feel free of the troubles that are going on in the world while still experiencing them, but we feel free from that. And we are moving to basically a world where there are so many better qualities that resonate very deeply with our own in our own hearts. And this goes out to all the individuals, and we experience the benefit as a whole. Actually, this benefit would be much deeper as a whole. World peace and world harmony. We start to shift towards greatness within ourselves. Okay, until next time.